Welcome to New Zealand's Biggest Gap here, an epic challenge that my partner Laura and I decided to tackle a few years back. What's the challenge? 365 activities all around New Zealand in 365 days. Epic! Today we are flying high above the town of Kaikoura in the search for sperm whales and also some other amazing marine wildlife. So yeah, we'll see you at the end of the video when I'm going to go over all the questions and comments you guys had the first time we published it. So it's a brand new morning here at the Dusky Lodge Backpacker in Kaikoura, and today we are heading to the airport, not because we're leaving, but because we are taking a flight over the whales. It's called
Wings over Wales.
Wings over Wales.
Not whales over wings.
No way. Now that we've got the name confusion cleared out, we are making our way to the airport where we're going to be meeting the team from Wings over Wales. But first, let us show you a little bit the airport. It is completely whaled out. There is whale fluffy toys, there are whale pillows, there are those toys where you shouldn't ask me where my finger is, and there is even some more explanation about the life cycle of the whales, including some cutout of fake whales, so we know exactly how they live. But for more about that, Edward, which is going to be also our pilot, is giving us an in-depth presentation about the whole life cycle of the whales and what they eat. It's absolutely fascinating, but we're here for the flight.
It's really cool to get some information about the whales before the excitement of seeing the whales overloads us and we don't retain any of it. So once we've learned a few really awesome facts about the sperm whales that are the sort of local residents of Kaikoura, we are then taking off into the skies for the start of our whale watching flight. Before we even get to see any wildlife though, we are amazed by the coastal views around Kaikoura. The water is vibrantly blue and we're seeing black sand beaches and a really rugged and rocky coastline as well. And our guide Edward has said that the first person who spots a whale today, he is going to be buying them an ice cream, which of course means that he must be fairly confident that he's going to see one first. And sure enough, right ahead of us we see the full length of a sperm whale in the ocean below.
It's a really unique experience that I didn't see coming. I thought we're just going to be seeing a few small dots over the water, maybe a bit of water spraying, but we get to see the whole length of the whale because the water is so transparent. It's absolutely amazing to be able to make out a few of the whale part, like its fin and its teeth. We can see the blowhole, we can see the whole tail. It's absolutely fascinating. Because the underwater Kaikoura Canyon is such an amazing place to get so much food if you're a whale, Kaikoura is one of the rare places in the world where you can see whales all year round. And in fact you can see that many whales that there is almost every single species of whale in the world that have been recorded here except for only 2. Combine that with the fact that our pilot is super experienced and knows where to find the whales almost every single time of the day, and we get to see so many of them. In fact, during this entire flight we get to see 5 of them, and that is to the delight of me and Laura.
Considering these whales spend about 40 minutes fishing in the Kaikoura Canyon and only about 10 minutes breathing on the water's surface, it's really amazing the amount of whales that we are seeing on this flight, and that's really thanks to the knowledge of our guide who knows how to time these flights well to see as many whales as possible. Also throughout the flight, Edward is giving us commentary through a microphone into our headphones so we can learn more about these amazing sperm whales as we are flying over them. For instance, they are the animal with the largest brain in the world. They're also the largest tooth predator because unlike the blue whale or the finned whale, they're not filter feeders, they actually have giant teeth.
We really didn't know what we were getting into when we arrived at the Kaikoura airport. We had really no idea what a whale watching flight would be, and we didn't know how much we were going to be seeing, how many whales we're going to be seeing, and how in-depth the commentary will be. And in terms of expectation, consider our expectations surpassed after that tour. It was absolutely amazing. After seeing 4 whales around the Kaikoura Peninsula, we got to make our way back toward the airport, and while doing that we got to see even more of the stunning rugged coastline of the Kaikoura Peninsula as well as the awesome farmlands around. We even got an amazing view of the beautiful mountain backdrop that Kaikoura is known for. It was an all-round experience, and within only an hour we basically got to see everything that Kaikoura had to offer, and it was a great way to introduce ourselves to the sperm whales of the area because we're gonna go onto a boat very soon to check them very much up close. Do you open the door? With the key that you have in your pocket? Fucking hell, that's painful. That's what I have to deal with every day. Alright everybody, how was that video? I really enjoyed this completely different perspective that you can get on the whales, and even just rewatching the video right now just like brought back so many memories. I really enjoyed it a lot. So a couple of questions that we had. No, actually just one comment from Family Travel Vlog saying, wow, what a great experience. Here you go. That is pretty much it. That was really not a popular video on our channel, which I don't understand why. It's such a cool and unique experience. I'm really confused by why it wasn't that popular. Anyhow, if you have some travel questions of your own, we run a live show every single Sunday. So it's called the NZ Travel Show, and it's happening on Sunday at 8 AM New Zealand time every week. And in there, you can come and ask us all the questions about traveling in New Zealand in the live chat, and we'll answer them live to help you make the most out of your super holiday in New Zealand. The other thing that we have for you is nzpocketguide.com. It's a massive travel site, which is basically New Zealand's largest travel guide. And there's thousands and thousands of articles for you to make the most out of your trip in New Zealand again. So just make sure that you check those two out because we put our heart and soul into both of those things for you. If you feel like supporting all our hard work, you may want to hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified when the next video is coming up and when we see even more of Kaikoura. This time we're going to do whale watching, but from on the boat, so like that you get to see it. And upcoming, there's also my favorite ever activity in New Zealand. It's coming literally within the next 7 days. One of those is my ever favorite activity in New Zealand. So you may want to hit subscribe. You can also hit like, and you can even join us on Patreon, where you're going to be able to get so many different perks for the price of a cup of coffee a month. So you may want to check that out. There is a link in the description below. In the meantime, keep on traveling awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.